How's it going, everyone? This is the Ninja Gardener. Today we are going to make chocolate mint syrup, or simple syrup, whatever. Of course, we're going to be using stuff from the garden, because we are gardeners. And we're going to be picking our chocolate mint. We're going to use this chocolate mint. We're going to cut it up, and we're going to put it in with the syrup that we make, which is half sugar, half water. We boil it. There we go. We're going to want to pick a lot here because we're going to need a lot if you want to actually taste it. Chocolate mint is of course easy to grow, as you can see here. Soil and water. Maybe I'll do another video on how to grow it, how to get it nice and big, because chocolate mint is just fun to have. There's some times where I'm sitting out here eating cereal, and if I want to be a little refreshed, I just take a leaf, put it in my mouth, it's fine. Just like this. Didn't hurt anyone. Tastes good too. It's refreshing. You know? And there's lots of it, which is great. In another video, I can show you how to save the seeds of them, which isn't that hard. You just gotta let it flower, kind of like this. Seeds are going to be producing soon if we keep it like that, which then we can save for next year. What do you say? You think that's enough, or should we get more?
That's good.
That's good? Mm-hmm. There we go. One more for good measure. Just kidding, two more. So we're going to take this. I'm going to bring the cutting board out. We're going to use our ninja weapon to cut it up. Alright, now that we got our fancy wooden cutting board and our chocolate mint, we're going to prepare it for what is soon to be our fancy syrup. And because we are ninja gardeners, we're going to do it the ninja way. So quick cuts, bunch it up. Because we keep our katanas sharp. Now I suppose if you weren't a ninja gardener, you could find another way to cut up your chocolate mint, but we like to be a little more fun over here. Just cut it up. You want to cut it up smaller so that when we put it in the boiling sugar water, we get more flavor. Look at that. It's working. As long as you got a nice sharp blade. And if anything, the curve of the katana is kind of like a chef's knife. Which is basically what we are like. We are like chefs. Ninja garden chefs.
That's good.
So this is almost done. Do a little bit more. Make sure everything's cut up to a fair amount. Then we're going to put it right back in our bowl. And then we'll prepare our sugar water. Alright, so now that we are in the casa, we're going to first put our water into the pan, because we need the water to enter a boil first before we add the sugar. So we'll keep it there, and we'll try to keep our heat at a medium level. We don't want to put it all the way up, because then it'll start bubbling and going crazy out of control. I don't have proper chef terms, because usually the ninja gardener stays in the garden. We're going to want an equal ratio of sugar and water, so we're going to take a really long time to fill up this 1 cup with white sugar. None of that fancy brown sugar, just regular white sugar. And of course we have our chocolate mint here. So I'll get back to you once this is done. Now that our water is boiling, we're going to take our 1 cup of sugar and we're going to just put it in. What we want to do, we want to mix up this sugar lightly and slowly until it is fully dissolved within the water. Now that we let our sugar water, boil for a little bit. The consistency is starting to change. The bubbles are getting closer together. That's what we want. Alright? It's not going to be this super thick, hard to stir consistency, because that'll just be sugar with no water. We're slowly going to add our chocolate mint that we freshly harvested and cut from the garden, a little bit at a time. We don't just want to dump the pile in there. Stir it around a little bit. We want our settings pretty low. Ours is on low. Like I said, you don't want to boil in too much because you'll lose all your water. All the sugar will burn to the pan. That's not good. No one likes that. That's extra dishes. And unfortunately, though I have tried, you can't do dishes with a samurai sword. So now that we added all of our chocolate mint, this is probably how much you should put in there. You can see. We are going to turn off our stove here. We're going to let it sit on the other burner, cool down a little bit so it's not scalding hot for about 5 minutes, I'd say. So once this is cooled down for 5 minutes, we're then going to transfer it to our jar. We just have a little mason jar here. We're going to put it in, let it finish cooling down for good, and this is how it is. We waited our 5 minutes. We're going to now put this in the jar. Be careful. Usually you'd have a funnel or something, but apparently there's no funnels in this house. Use our ninja-like reflexes to get all this in there. Perfect. We're gonna scrape the rest of this chocolate mint right in there. That's what we want. We want to get all this here. Why don't you come around this side? Show how much mint we got stuck in the pan. Scrape it all in there. That's what we want. Alright everybody, this is the syrup that we spent our time making. It's just like any other syrup. You can put it in anything. Put it in your coffee, on your ice cream. If you want to be like Elf, you can put it in your spaghetti. Good stuff. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for our next video.